What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Today, I thought it would be super fun, super cool to actually start some new trading portfolios and show you guys kind of how I would do this if I was starting from the beginning. Now, a couple of things that you should really think about is these are not my primary portfolios, so I would not recommend that you actually invest in the things that I'm investing in these portfolios. However, I wanted to give kind of a way for people to get started if they haven't got started investing, and I didn't really want to show my main portfolios because I don't want you to see kind of the bigger numbers and think like, oh, yeah, I need $10,000, $100,000 just to get started. So I wanted to go ahead and show you guys these new portfolios that I'm starting, but be advised, these are not my primary portfolios. I will show a little bit of like one of my secondary trading portfolios so that you guys can see kind of how I think about these things and how I go about investing. Okay, good deal. So we are recording here. And what you'll see is I've got my Kraken account right here that has oh, what the heck? I'm not signed in. Use passkey. Use my finger to passkey it. Okay, good deal. So I'm in my Kraken account. I'm going to go ahead and fund this account, deposit US dollars, bank transfer, continue, and this is what I would do. Okay, so utilize this account. I'm going to do $100 into my Kraken account. Done. So now I have $100 in my Kraken account. I'm also going to go into my Robinhood account in case you guys are not really into the whole crypto thing and you want to watch me do a stock portfolio. I'm also going to be doing a Robinhood account, new Robinhood account. No fee, instant transfer, start instant transfer. Maybe that'll land here in a minute. So the main things that I want to be looking at before I do anything in cryptocurrency, the main things that I want to be looking at are the Bitcoin rainbow chart and where we're at in the cycle. Here's where we're at on the Bitcoin rainbow chart. We're in the yellow. We're sitting at around 100,000. This tracks the history of Bitcoin. Whenever it goes into the red, it's when the market is getting really hot and it's starting to get super dangerous. Whenever it's down in the blue, that's when it's basically at the bottom and it rides up. And you can see this. This is over the last, since back to 2010. So the last 14 years of Bitcoin history, basically the entire history of Bitcoin. So I want to know where Bitcoin is at in the cycle. We're currently in the yellow. When we are in the yellow, generally the massive gains in Bitcoin, the massive gains in the top coins have kind of already happened. They might still go up a little bit more from here. We might still see Bitcoin go up to 140, 150 grand, maybe 180 grand if it gets into the orange. I think that we're probably just going to get into the orange this time around. Probably not crazy blow off top into the red, but who knows? Maybe it'll go to 250. Unlikely, I think. By the end of 2025, beginning of 2026, it's really looking highly likely that we'll probably see somewhere between 150 to 180,000 for Bitcoin. Now, it might go down before then and then go up, but anyway, when it's in the yellow, the best place to be is in not necessarily the top coins, but in something that's just behind because they lag, essentially. Bitcoin goes up first, then everything rolls into things like Ethereum and XRP, which XRP just went up on a massive tear. If you guys hadn't been paying attention, this is XRP recently, all the way up from 70 cents to $2.40. That's insane. I don't think anybody really saw that coming. XRP might go up some more, but it's already kind of done a massive run. Solana's been not doing the best recently. I do have quite a lot of Solana already, so I'm not going to buy any more of that. I do think that it's still probably going to go up, maybe even double from where it's at right now, maybe more than that. We're very early in the cryptocurrency cycle, but we're not at the very beginning. So that's a thing to pay attention to. If we were more down in the blues over here, altcoins would not be doing very good. Bitcoin would be doing the best. That's where we would want to be putting all of our money is into Bitcoin. But right now, as Bitcoin is up in the yellow right here, we really want to be looking at some alternative coins that are going to more outperform Bitcoin in the short term. And then obviously we're going to roll that money into Bitcoin long term. So let's see. Let's see what we have. One that I've been watching ICP. I've been watching Internet Computer for quite a long while. This is an artificial intelligence coin. It was up crazy, crazy high way back here. But it doesn't have a ton of history. I think that there's going to be a lot of hype around artificial intelligence this cycle. ICP seems to be in a decent place. If we look at the 1 month chart, it has shown some pretty good strength, up from $8 to $13 in 1 month. That's an insane ride upward. But you also see that it has some crazy volatility. It went up to 14.5, and then it came back down to $12, then it went back up to 13. We're sitting around 13 bucks right now. The all-time high is like $428. That seems ridiculous. $420 when it first came out. That seems ridiculous. But who knows? ICP coin might be really good. Another one that I'm looking at pretty heavily right now is Filecoin. Let me see if I can find the FIL is the ticker symbol for Filecoin. And I like this coin a whole lot. It's got a really interesting use case. It's got more history than things like ICP or some other stuff that came out more recently. The last bull run, Filecoin went clean up to like $182.86. So it definitely has the potential. It's still down. It hasn't really popped yet this cycle. I mean, it has gone up from $4 to $6 in the last month. It's gone from $3 to $6 if you look at the last 6 months. So it's about doubled. But we're really not seeing those massive, insane, crazy spikes like from $6 to 180 bucks would be. If this goes in and just puts in that 180 bucks, we're up like, I mean, I don't even know how much that is, but it's a shitload. So again, because this is a kind of my crazy account, this is going to be what I'm going to be doing weird stuff with, not my main account. I'm going to buy myself a little bit of coin. I'm not going to trade on margin. Margin is dumb. My available balance is $100. The price of this is $6. So 15 Filecoin. Can I do that trade? Post only. Good till cancel. Confirm. Boom. Order submitted. $6.64.8 is what I put in for. That'll probably take to validate my transfer. Your deposit should land in 10 minutes. Okay. Maybe we have to give it 10 minutes to land. So while we're waiting and mucking around waiting for it to land, one of the things that I want to show you is this is not a secondary trading portfolio. This is my Coinbase portfolio that I have right now. It's got about $10,000 in it. If you guys remember when I posted this, like a week, 2 weeks ago, this only had like $6,000 in here. So we've been actually doing really good in this portfolio. The main reason I started the other two portfolios is because I want you guys to see what happens from the very, very, very beginning, and like not even just this one I started like 6 months ago, but I want you guys to see the beginning. So here's the Kraken account. So boom, my order posted. I bought my Filecoin, 99.68 is the portfolio value, and I'm holding 99.92% of it in Filecoin. So let's go into the Coinbase portfolio. So what I have in Coinbase, I've started this portfolio about 6 months ago. I just dropped like $5 or $6,000 in here, and this is what I've done so far. I bought $1,000 in each of these coins. Sui's not up that much. I added another 1,000 to that trade later because I think Sui's going to do really good. But anyway, I put $1,000 into each of these trades. I'm up $864 in Aave. This is like in 2 weeks. I'm up $347 in Uniswap. I'm up $205 in AVAX, $109 in ADA, $69 in NEAR. Now, I did take profits on some of these, and so you see that my cash balance is $1,463.24, and I also took some money out and I spent it on this awesome new MacBook. So you can see you can actually make quite a lot of money in these platforms if you're playing these games correctly. Now I could take some profits out of Aave, I could take some profits out of Uniswap, AVAX. There's all of these trades are in profit, so I could take profits right now. Sui, I would say about $244 is what I would take in profits if I was going to do that. But right now, I don't really feel like there's a lot of great bets that I can be diversifying into. Maybe I could take a little bit out of Aave and roll it into Filecoin, or take a little bit out of Uniswap and roll it into something else. These are not my main bags though, guys. This is just like a fun trading portfolio that I want to do with a little bit of cash. And so what I want to show you guys is in my new portfolio, we're going to do once a week. I'm going to put in an extra $100 into that portfolio and just see what we can build it up to over time. So if that sounds interesting and fun to you guys, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, like, comments, do all that fun stuff, and you guys can watch this portfolio grow over time. I'm also going to be doing $100 a month into this if I can get my Robinhood account to fund itself. And we will do some stuff on Robinhood as well. When I look at stocks and the current market conditions, it seems like crypto in the last month or so has exhumed a lot of the gains from the stock market. So what happens is the stock market went up dramatically. People took their profits out and piled into cryptocurrency, and then cryptocurrency went up. So cryptocurrency is kind of high right now, and it is taking a breather. I think that a lot of the gains from cryptocurrency are going to move back into the stock market. So that's why I'm starting these two different portfolios, putting $100 into each of these portfolios, which is cool. And we're going to be trading all of these different things, and we're going to be trading on a longer term time horizon. So we're not just looking for things that are going to be going up this week or next week. What we're doing is we're going to add $100 every single week to each of these portfolios, and we're going to see what we can build them into over the course of the next year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. I'm just going to keep posting videos whenever I add to these different portfolios. Again, this is not my main trading platform. So my Robinhood finally posted. I've got my trade into my Kraken. Now it's time to shift into stocks. So I currently have 100 United States dollars, buying power of $100 in my Robinhood account. So when I start looking at stocks, what I want to see is what are the macro trends, what are the main trends that are moving around in the market right now, and what things are potentially undervalued right now in the market. Big things in the news of the stock market news. So we can go look at stock market news. Oh man, news. Okay, is the stock market going to crash in 2025? There's a lot of people talking about it's going to be bad. That the jobs report is not going to be great. Tech strategies, Market Watch. You go to Market Watch and see stock market's up 27%. Is this overvalued? I don't think so. I think that interest rates are going to start dropping into next year. It seems to be likely. As interest rates drop, generally stock prices go up substantially in value. What we want to do is find stocks that are potentially undervalued at the minute. Now, if you are just trading in if you're starting out for the first time, you should probably be starting out in like a Roth IRA or a traditional IRA. Pick which one works best for you based on your tax implications. But this is all, like what I'm doing right here is all after that. I've got my 401k, I've got my Roth IRA, I've got all this other stuff. What I have beyond that is these brokerage accounts. So these are all brokerage accounts. The Coinbase account that you just looked at, the Kraken Pro account that I just opened up, and this Robinhood account that I just opened up. These are just regular brokerage accounts. You can open a Roth IRA on Robinhood or on E-Trade or on Fidelity. I've got my Roth and E-Trade. Essentially, like you could just look at stuff like VTI or whatever, but like I have a lot of that in my Roth IRA. Diversification is for people who are trying to prevent themselves from losing money. And we only have $100 right now, so we don't really have any money to lose. So in my opinion, when you get started out and you only have $100, you should be looking at things that are massively undervalued or things that you think are going to go up substantially in the future. As crypto goes up, I think that MicroStrategies is going to go up, but I'm already in crypto. I don't like buying MicroStrategies personally because I already have a bunch of crypto and it just makes more sense for me to just own crypto. Um, so I'm not into the MicroStrategies type thing. What else is on here? Meta. Meta is actually down on the day. They're up on the month, about 7.5% on the month. 18% in the past 3 months. That means they're pretty hot. 76% year to date. 1 year time horizon, they're up 85.89. Not a terrible idea to own yourself some Meta stocks, 200% in 5 years. They did take a pretty nasty slump post 2020, and I think that as they go up, they are going to get some of those AI gains. And so that's what I'm looking at right now is the macro trend that I'm looking at is artificial intelligence. Where can I stick some money where I can capture some of those AI gains? So NVIDIA is a big one. They have had insane amounts of growth recently. In the last week, they're down 5.5%, and they might continue to slide 9% on the month. So crypto was really the place to be in the last month. 3 months, they are up currently 15%, which is pretty dang good. And year to date, obviously, they're up 171%. So that's pretty solid. And I think that NVIDIA over the next 5 years is going to continue to put in just absolutely massive returns. Having said that, I want to be a little bit diversified because look at this. If you look at the 5 year for NVIDIA, we're up 2,435%. Now, NVIDIA generally has a moat currently surrounding the AI market, and the GPUs that they are creating in the AI market is for AI processing. A thing that nobody is really talking about right now is AMD, the main competitor to NVIDIA. Currently, they're lagging behind, and I think the reason that they're lagging behind is partially because they don't have that moat. They're down on the year by about 8.99%. They did have a pop in 2024, March of 2024, up 50%, and then they dove off down here. But the sentiment is just horrendous on AMD, mostly I think because NVIDIA has been gobbling up all that market share. If I think about this on a longer term time horizon, the market sentiment is just god awful. So the bulls here say that AI offers a massive opportunity to GPU makers, and while AMD lags industry leaders NVIDIA, we see plenty of room in the AI market for GPU alternatives such as AMD products. The bears say that AMD's gaming semi-custom chip business is beholden to the design cycles and launches of new game consoles, and it might be a couple of years until next generation consoles arrive. I don't think that console gaming is the future, and I think that AMD is going to figure that out, and I think that they're going to turn things around and potentially start taking some of the AI market share away from NVIDIA, especially since NVIDIA just went into NVIDIA gets added to the Dow. I feel like there's NVIDIA ousted Intel. So yeah, so NVIDIA just replaced Intel in the Dow Jones DJIA November 8th of 2024. Generally, after a stock gets added to the Dow, it tends to not perform as well. I don't think that's going to happen with NVIDIA. But we do have to kind of consider what is the potential gain from being a first mover in AMD. I could potentially see much higher gains in AMD if I pick this stock before everybody else decides that it's going to do well. Conversely, I could also just trade with the masses and go NVIDIA. NVIDIA is down on the day, it's down on the week, it's down on the month, 9.26%, which I think gives me a really good entry price. I am personally super, super bullish on NVIDIA. I already own a lot of NVIDIA. I think in the short term, NVIDIA is going to go up more than AMD. AMD might be a 4 to 5 year play. I think I'm going to buy NVIDIA. I'm going to continue to buy NVIDIA. People might think that I'm crazy for buying more NVIDIA. But I think that it's actually in a really good place. Now, if we were looking at Nvidia and it was at one of these top, one of these peaks, I might decide to send this $100 for this week somewhere else. However, it does appear to be in a trough. It does appear to be at the bottom. Again, if it was like, if we were looking at it and it, boom, and it just come up to here, you know, maybe I put my money somewhere else. But I'm seeing it go down. It could continue to go down in the short term. But I think it's going to be a great place to be. Now, because I'm kind of thinking about this really, really hard, might be a good idea to go like 50 NVIDIA, 50 AMD, or something of that nature. Let me see. What are other AI stocks? Palantir is also going to be a big one. Let's look at Palantir and see how that one's doing. So Palantir Technologies currently currently down on the week. Currently up 27% on the month. 114% here on the 3-month, 351% year to date, 1 year, and they are just climbing like maniacs. Yeah, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go, what's another one? Leidos? Can I buy Leidos? I think Leidos is the sleeper coming up behind Palantir. Now, obviously, Palantir has done super well. I think Leidos has some really cool shit coming out here shortly also. We're trying to invest kind of counterculturally here. But simultaneously, I'm going to get wrecked if Palantir does take all the market share. What to do. I do like Leidos as a company. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I think in this portfolio, I'm going to play short-term stuff. You should be playing long-term. But I'm going to play short-term stuff because I want to see some gains in the short term. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to split. I think Palantir Technologies is going to do good. I'm going to buy $50 worth of Palantir Technologies. Buy order, dollars, $50. You receive 0.65 shares. Your order will be placed after the market opens. Okay, market's already closed right now because it's Sunday. So boom, so that market will be open. I should probably film these videos on NVIDIA. I should probably film these videos on a Monday or something like that so that I can actually make these purchases real time. But I don't really care. Like, we're not super short-term trading here. Can I do $50 in here? Review order. Buy NVIDIA. Boom. Order to market buy 50 of NVIDIA is queued for the market open. Done. Okay, cool. So now I've gone ahead and queued those market orders at market open. I will go ahead and buy half NVIDIA and half Palantir because I think both of those stocks are going to do super good. Again, I'm thinking more short term. I want to see these gains happen pretty quickly for the channel. That's probably not what I would actually do if I was starting a portfolio for the first time. Guys, research your own investments. This video series is just for entertainment purposes and for fun. Yeah, research your own investments, but basically also to just kind of show you guys how I think about these things, how I make my decisions, and what I do on a regular day when I wake up and have my coffee and buy some stuff. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. If you thought this was fun, if you thought this was interesting, if you think it's interesting to see how these portfolios are going to grow over time, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, drop me a comment if you would. I would very much appreciate it. Until next time, have a good one.